Joint operation seizes narcotic sales hotel in overnight raid at Tongi. More than 150 arrested. Another drive seizes foreign currency. BNP's demand of voting logical, however people want reform, says advisor Rizwana. Propaganda on St. Martin going on. Bishu Ijtema to be held in two phases, meeting held at Secretariat with two advisors to remove Saad Zubair dispute. Now the details. The authorities of Shera Police Academy in Rajshahi have dismissed 58 trainee sub-inspectors SIS from the 40th batch for disciplinary violations. This brings the total number of dismissals in the batch to 310. The confirmation came from AIG Inamul Haq Shagur of the police headquarters media unit. Earlier in October, 252 SIS from the same batch faced dismissal for similar allegations. A total of 804 trainees are currently undergoing training in this batch. Home Affairs Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhuri announced a renewed investigation into the BDR massacre following a visit to the BGB headquarters in Pilkhana. He has stressed the importance of preventing illegal goods from entering Bangladesh through the border. Chaudhuri stated that criminals should not have the opportunity to escape across the border and acknowledged improvements in law and order while calling for further enhancements. A joint operation by security forces in Tongi of Ghazipur resulted in the seizure of a large cache of local weapons and the arrest of 177 individuals. The raid began late night, targeting various places in the Kiranitek slum and the Jaban Hotel, where authorities also confiscated drugs and cash. Meanwhile, a former additional secretary's residence in Uttara was raided, yielding over 1 crore taka in cash and foreign currency. The Chamber Court has set November 10 for the hearing on Khaleda Zia's leave to appeal against the High Court ruling in the Zia Orphanage Trust case. Justice MD Rizaul Haq of the Appellate Division announced the date on Monday. Meanwhile, preparations are underway for an appeal hearing against the trial court's ruling in the Zia Charitable Trust case, with Khaleda's lawyers requesting permission to prepare the case paper book in the High Court. So there is Rizwana Hassan, advisor on environment, forest and climate change, stated that while the BNP's demands regarding elections are not unfounded, the public prioritizes reforms first. She made this comment after attending a World One Day event in the capital on Monday. Hassan stressed that the government is addressing state reforms and elections equally. She also noted ongoing negative campaigns about St. Martin and affirmed the government's commitment to both protecting the island and promoting tourism. Fishing in rivers and seas has resumed following a 22-day ban, with fishermen heading out in boats at midnight. They returned with smiles and abundant catches of hilsa fish, leading to lively trading on the first day. Although the market is bustling, reactions to prices are mixed. Fishermen who relied on government aid during the ban hope to repay debts through their catches, while sailors and buyers call for price regulation amid concerns about high costs. The Fisheries Department is conducting research on extending or reducing future bans. The Ijtema will take place in two phases, with the first occurring on January 31, February 1 and 2, and the second on February 7, 8 and 9. Home Affairs Advisor retired Lieutenant General Jahangir Alam Chaudhuri announced the date on Monday. There has been no agreement yet on which groups will participate in each phase. The advisor indicated potential for a single phase but confirmed it would not happen this year. We'll be back after a short break. Please stay with us. Dengue fever is escalating alarmingly, with over 30,000 cases reported in October alone, half of the total admissions for the year. October also accounts for 44% of the year's fatalities, raising concerns among public health experts and doctors. Entomologists attributed the surge to increased mosquito density and ineffective control measures, urging coordinated action to address the crisis. Hospitals are overwhelmed, with children making up more than 17% of cases and 42 child fatalities reported this year. The U.S. presidential election is just one day away, marking one of the most competitive races in American history. As the clock ticks down, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are both racing to secure last-minute support, especially in critical swing states.
Kamala Harris has been working tirelessly, with her campaign focused on pivotal states that could sway the outcome. On Sunday, she made a significant appearance in Michigan, where she addressed the large crowds and pledged to end the ongoing Gaza conflict if she wins the presidency.
This year has been difficult, given the scale of death and destruction in Gaza, and given the civilian casualties and displacement in Lebanon. It is devastating. And as president, I will do everything in my power to end the war in Gaza.
Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump held a high-energy rally in New York City, where he promised to restore the American dream and focus on domestic issues that he claims will benefit all Americans.
I will stop the invasion of criminals coming into our country, and I will bring back the American dream. We need the American dream to come back home.
With both candidates making bold promises, polling data remains close. According to a joint poll by the New York Times and Siena College released on Sunday, minor shifts are evident in some swing states, but the race remains within the margin of error. Experts say the gap between Harris and Trump is incredibly narrow, a rarity in US election history. As the final votes are cast, both campaigns will be watching these battleground states closely, where even the smallest change could decide in the next president of the United States. Farooq Hossain, News 24.
That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24.